everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are brand new. Today is a new day, a new year. Happy 2025, everyone. And for my first video of the year, I love to kind of check in on the Animal Crossing series and kind of give my 2 cents in a very casual way, whether or not this will be the year that we hear something from Nintendo about the series. At this time of the recording, New Horizons, believe it or not, is 5 years old. And I think there is a pretty good chance that we will hear something about the Animal Crossing series this year. Definitely subscribe for more if you are new. And let's get to it. I would love to know your personal thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll be going over some things that kind of are making me think even more we will hear about Animal Crossing in 2025. So first of all, this is a very small announcement, but the official Animal Crossing Twitter, Isabelle, like the official Isabelle Animal Crossing Twitter, did their annual New Year's post, and they posted this really cute artwork. It says, "Happy New Year, everyone. I swear to you, I'll do my very best to make sure this is one of the loveliest years of all for our residents. Here's to a fantastic new year." Now, I wouldn't look into this too much, okay? Like I said, they do this every year. They did a 2024 one. They did a 2023 one. And just because they're putting up these, this is new artwork, and it's really cool, by the way. Elmer's in it. Holy crap, Elmer's in it. This doesn't necessarily point to anything. It's just kind of like something fun that they do. And, it is a business. They gotta stay relevant. So they're putting this kind of stuff out. It's very cute. It's kind of a non-story, but I just wanted to put it in there because it's cute. Look at Anka. Anka's adorable. So I really wanted to talk about the possibility of seeing a news and official info from Nintendo about Animal Crossing this year. Now, I want to start off by saying I believe the next Animal Crossing game will release in 2026. I'm really confident in that. And I kind of wanted to go back a little bit and see how Nintendo, treated New Horizons and kind of where the announcements were, how much time apart from the announcement to release. And what I found was very interesting. When New Horizons was first announced, believe it or not, it was in September of 2018. That's kind of crazy. The fact that the game came out in 2020 and it was announced 2 years prior should tell you pretty much all you need to know. Now, there is an even more interesting thing about this. So it was announced as a Animal Crossing now in development in the 2018 September Nintendo Direct. I believe it was the final thing. And of course, that is a major announcement. I do think that 2025 will have something very similar from Nintendo. I'll kind of go back to that a little bit later, but yeah, they started off with a now in development, which is very exciting. The following year, in June, they actually gave us a New Horizons trailer. It was kind of like the big blowout. Here it is. This is what it looks like actual gameplay. Very exciting. Now, if you didn't know, New Horizons was supposed to release also in 2019. Now, we all know it didn't. It actually released in 2020. Probably, looking back at it, probably one of the best delays in video game history. Of course, Nintendo didn't know that there was going to be a massive pandemic and people would all be at home. Or did they? No, they didn't. They didn't. But it ended up being an amazing delay. And of course, the pandemic, I don't think accounted for all the sales, but definitely increased the sales of New Horizons compared to if we didn't have a massive world event that shut down, everything and everyone had to stay at home. So it's kind of interesting what they did, announcing the game 2018 with plans to release it pretty much an entire year later, and then more information in between that. I actually think we are going down the same path with this next game, whatever it's called. My only guess right now is Animal Crossing New Memories. I don't know. I just keep throwing names out there. But I really do think that 2025, we will hear from Nintendo, possibly in a Nintendo Direct, the new Animal Crossing is now in development. Now, it makes sense. Animal Crossing games usually run on like a 5+ year cycle in between games. So for a little bit more context, Animal Crossing New Leaf was released in 2012. They also had some side games too, so it's kind of hard to go back and like see if there's a pattern, because they also had Happy Home Academy. There was also Amiibo Festival on the Wii U, so there was like sort of like some side games in there. But yeah, of course they had New Horizons in 2020, which would put about an 8-year gap in between New Leaf and New Horizons. I think I've cracked the code here. I think they are going to announce a very casual Animal Crossing is now in development. I think June of 2026, we will see the full-on trailer, full-on gameplay. We'll know like the shtick of the game. So New Horizons had, of course, we all played New Horizons, but New Horizons had the mechanic of like terraforming your own island. And like, honestly, the whole idea of an island was really like the selling point of the game and what made it unique. I don't know what the selling point of this newest game will be, but I'm assuming they will stay with the ability for players to customize their island, customize pretty much everything in this newer game. So I think there is a very good chance that Nintendo mentions this later in the year, possibly a September Direct, and then we get more information in 2026, and then they'll release it also in 2026. Barring any sort of delay, there is a small chance we possibly could get it in 2027, but 2026 has been my guess for years now, and I'm pretty confident in that. There is something else that is helping in our favor, Animal Crossing fans, and that is 2025 will be the year that Nintendo announces and releases their very brand new console, the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, we have pretty much no confirmation on like what it is, what it looks like, although there are a ton of leaks and rumors. And there are a ton of leaks, including some of my inside sources, that this newest console will be revealed in January. This month, we will know about this next system, which is rumored to be called the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, why is that important? It's very important because Nintendo is in a situation right now where so many people own a Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo needs to figure out how to get those people playing the Nintendo Switch to, no pun intended, switch to the next system. They need those big games and reasons for people to buy a new system. What is one of the most purchased games, one of the most owned games on the Nintendo Switch, besides Mario Kart? It's Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I feel that in the very first year, the same year that they announced the new console, you know, have their launch lineup, I don't think Animal Crossing is going to be a launch game. I just don't. I think this year, they need to give people as many reasons as possible to think about switching over to the new system. What better game to give you that, well, okay, I'll get a new system, than Animal Crossing? I think it's a perfect storm situation. I almost think, I'll go as far as to say, I almost think Nintendo is kind of forced into this, right? Like, they need people to switch over to the new system, and games do that. Nintendo has never been known for like their amazing power of their systems. Although when the Switch came out, it was a pretty impressive handheld. I don't even think the Nintendo Switch 2 will be a crazy piece of tech. I think it'll be pretty impressive for like right now, but games always sell this system. So I think Nintendo is kind of in an awkward place where they need to release games like Mario Kart and announce games like Animal Crossing, Super Smash Bros., Zelda, to really get people to switch over to this next system. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about this. I think 2025 is going to be maybe not the exciting and, gameplay, like all like blowout of the next Animal Crossing game that you probably want at home. But I really do think that 2025 will be the first that we hear officially from Nintendo about the next game. And if I had to put, if I had to put millions of dollars and bet in a certain way, I would say that they are going to just give us a brief Animal Crossing is now in development. I think that's what we're getting for 2025. I don't think we're getting gameplay. I don't think you're going to see this game in the launch trailer of the Nintendo Switch 2. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it is going to say this is now in development, and that's what we're going to get for this year. There is something else that a lot of people have been talking about, which I don't really agree with. And this could be a way, I guess, to get maybe some people over, but I just don't agree with this. There's been a lot of talk of Animal Crossing New Horizons, like definitive version or like complete version, where, like the Happy Home Paradise and, all of the updates and stuff would be in this like deluxe version, similar to like a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe situation, where we would get like a New Horizons Deluxe, and that could be a launch window type game for the new system. Maybe with better performance, maybe it runs a little bit better. Maybe they add a few things in there. I think that could be a decent idea, but I don't want that to affect the development and the, when the next game is going to come out, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I think that is very, very less likely, but could be an option if Nintendo is feeling a little bit desperate on how to get people over to the next system. But I think, like I said before, 2025, we are going to hear, I'm pretty confident in this. We are going to hear something about the next Animal Crossing game, but I think it's going to be on a lower scale where Nintendo is just kind of promising, hey, we're working on it. And you know what? That's enough for me. Let me know in the comments what you think of all this, and I will speak to you real soon. Bye, everyone.